Hello guys, welcome back to Laravel Post Management System part 4. So our last part, I have shown you guys how to create this sidebar of the system, and I have shown you guys how to create the navigation bar of the system. And this part 4, I will show you guys how to create the users in the products of the system. So let me show you the existing example. So as you see, here is the users. So I will show you how to create these users into the system, how to add them, how to edit them, and how to delete the users as well, and how to show all users here. And I will show you how to create the products as well with the pagination, how to add products and how to edit them and how to delete them, along with how to cite them as well in products. Okay, so let's dive into the code. So I will open my code into the VS Code. Open this code into VS Code. This code dot and hit enter. And here's my code. I put open already inside the VS Code. So I will close this home.delete.php and I will close all of this system like this. And now what I want to do is I need to create a folder inside the views, okay, for users. So inside this view of the resources here, I will have the views folder. Open the views folder, and inside this views folder here, I will create a users folder here and call it users. And inside the users folder, I will have one file called index.delete.php. So okay, index.delete.php. Okay, so inside the views here, we have one folder called users, and inside that users we have index.delete.php, right? So I will need to create another file as well inside the views called products. So products folders, and inside the products folder I will have to create another file called index.delete.php. Okay, php, like this. And inside our views folder we have the products folder and we have the users folder as well, right? So the first thing that I will do is I will move into the index of the users folder. So inside this here I will extend my layout here, extend layout.app. So this layout.app is our main template of the system. It is under the layouts apps. Okay, so now after that I will call my section part here, name content. So inside this I will have right head for tag which hello users. Okay, so after finishing this part here, let's move to our controller, which is inside app http controllers with controller, this user controller. Open the users controller, then inside the index method here I will pass the view here, return view with view users.index. Okay, so now we pass our view inside here. So let's go back to the browser and check inside our project and refresh this page. And inside this user, let's click the user and see. Okay, now we don't have anything here because we don't pass their link here. So let's go back to our navigation section. So inside the layouts here includes inside this navbar, open the navbar, and inside this here, this link here, I will pass their routes here. So I will say route users.index, and the next one also I'm gonna say route products.index, and that one also will be route will say orders.index. Okay, so now let's go back to our browser and refresh the browser, and now hit this user. Okay, now you see we have hello user inside our user blade, right? So what I want to do is I want to have this card here with the table inside here, and I will create the models as well. So let's dive into that portion. Then I will close this navigation bar, and I will close this product folder, and inside this here I need to pass something here. So here we need to pass the container, and inside the container I will pass something like called MD. We pass it called MD12. So inside that one I need to pass the card. I need to pass another row column, and inside that row column we're gonna pass the card here, and we're gonna pass the card header, and inside this card header here we're gonna pass the card body. After okay, wait, I don't need to pass this one here. The card header will be here, and the card body will be here. So inside this card body I will pass my table here, which will be table with the class of table borderate, which will be table borderate, and with the table left. Okay, so inside this table here I don't have the th, and inside the th you're gonna have tr, th. With th we're gonna pass it like this, and inside this we're gonna have the id, and inside here you're gonna have the name of the user and the email of the user. The next one gonna be what? The phone of the user if available. So, and the last one here gonna be the role of the user. Okay, and inside this now we need to have t body. Inside t body we have tr. Inside tr we have td, and inside that td I will pass those variable here later. So let's skip that one. Okay, like this, and come back to the head section here, and what I need to do, I will pass here one link tag, which will be our model link here, and I will say like I have to pass the font icon class here to be plus add icon to us, and inside this here we're gonna pass add users. So I say add new user. Add new user. So let's open this into our browser and see what will happen, and refresh the page now, and you see now we have this. Have the card like this, and we have this thing like this. So because my container is spelled wrong, so I should say what container. Come here, refresh, to get it here, right? So everything is off. So here we have this called MD12 with this thing, and then let's say call LG12 with refresh page. Okay, we have the same steps here. So now inside this row here, we have two cards, right? So in this cards here, I need to this card here, I need to pass another call MD. Okay, call MD9, pass this card here, and underneath this I will pass call MD3 here for the search section. Okay, I pass this card as well here. So this card gonna be the search section, and and the CRUD header, I'm gonna pass h4 here. h4, okay. Search user. So it's gonna be like this, and I don't need any table inside here, the CRUD body. So this is gonna be blank as for now. And go back here and refresh the page. Now you see, now we have this. Now we have the search user and we have the add user, right? So now what I'll do is, next step is to make, I will add another style here, like h4, and this h4 here, I will say, let's just make style, so say float left, and inside the h4 here, I will say add user. So I'll refresh this page. We have to select add user, but I want to have this button on this side, right? So how to do that is come back here inside this this a tag here. I'm gonna pass style here. I say float right, and after that class, I'm gonna pass class here. I'm gonna say btn. I'm gonna pass like tag, like that. So let's go back to browser. Let's refresh the page. We have it here, right? We have our add section here, and we have our name of the table here. So the one thing that here is btn, not bnt. btn, right? If refresh, we have it here. This is our add button, and this is our name. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to pass here a model. When I click this add new user, and I have a model into the right section here. So let's do that. Go back to the code. Okay. So here is the code. So go back to the code, and now underneath here, I will create a model here. Okay. Here, model of adding new user. So here is the model of adding new user. But I will go to the sidebar section here. Inside the app, this model, I will copy this model, but I will change the style of the model. Okay, but I just copy the model and come back to the index here. I will paste the model here. So here's our model, and this model, okay, it will be right model, not left model, and I don't need this this sidebar include inside the model. I will remove that one, and this here I will add here, add user. Right? So the ID also I'm gonna say add user. So we pass that one here, and this ID, I will pass this ID into this section here. Let's break this thing down. Let's break them down so that you can see. Okay. So I will pass this ID here. Okay. So what I will do is inside here, I will say data table. Will say model, say data target. So you can say data target. You can pass this ID, and yeah. So we have this ID here. We just type this 2. So we just pass this 2 code here, which is the model class and the ID of the model. Okay. So here, let's go back to the browser and refresh the page. Now hit this and see where we will find our model. Now you see we have model here, right? Our model is coming up. So, but I don't need this model here. I want the model to come at the right side, right? Underneath the model here, I will add a style tag here. Okay. So inside this style tag here, what I will write here, I will say model class, the model class, model, okay, dot write, and model as dialog. So open this, and inside this model dot write with model dialog here, I want when I click this icon, this add new user, and I will from this section, this right section. So what I will do, I will say top gonna be 0, and right also gonna be 0, and margin right gonna be 20 pixels. Okay, let's save this, go back to the browser, refresh our page, and hit the add new user button and see. Okay, I will see we have this thing in this section here, right? We have it here, but I want it to be next to expose. Go back here. What I will say, I will type this position absolute. Okay, position absolute. Okay, then let's save this and come back here and refresh our page with this. We get it, but I don't need this. Okay, now what I will do is I will make this thing as 15 and see what will happen. Refresh the page. It's here. Okay. Now let's make it 10 dp. Refresh this page. It is still now. Now let's make it 5 and see. It's trying to catch here, right? Okay. So even that I can make it 0 and work fine. So pass this thing, hit this. Okay. I want 0 position. So here is the 0 section. So here is the given. Okay. So I get my model in this section here. I click this, I have the model here. Right? So now what I want is, if I click this model here, I want to have fade from right section, from the right side, right? So likewise if I click this, go back to click here, I click this model, you see we have fade from the right. So let's do that. This one also, if I click the model, I want the fade to come from right, not up, right? So go back, set here. Underneath this here, I will add another style tag here and say model dot fade did not, so in, then you're gonna pass here right, in right. In right. So then we're gonna pass here model dialog, and inside this here, what I want to do is use this with the transformation section. The WebKit transformation. Let's say WebKit as transform. Okay, I translate this thing with 3D, and the 3D here, what I'll pass here, I'll pass this percentage of 25%, 0, 0, and then the next one here, I'm gonna pass that. I can pass the transform. We translate as well with the 3D as well. 3D and I pass the same value there. Okay, 25% 00, and hit this, save this thing, and come back to the browser, press the page, hit this, see, now we have it from here, right? Press this page, see here we have it from here, and our model is coming from here, but I don't see the closing section. What I will do is go back here, and this margin right 0, I'll make it margin 20 bit each. So hopefully it will work. I'm going to see here. Press this. Okay. So here we have the model with the closing section. So let's go back again. So inside this model here, I need a form. So form with post, and this post gonna have users dot score. So inside this here, I'm gonna pass CS, okay, that, and here I have the inputs of users. So here I'm gonna say that form group, and the label I'm gonna pass here name, and input I'm gonna pass here text. The name gonna be name, and there's an ID. Class gonna be form control. Okay. So I have one form group here. I copy this, paste it here, paste it here. I have two, and this one gonna be email, and the tag gonna be email. The name gonna be name, and this one gonna be form, and the tag gonna be text. The name gonna be form. Right? So save this and go back to the browser, refresh the page, have error with this. Okay, because I passed this to user 32. Go back here, refresh, get it here, do this. Now you see we have the name and the email and the phone, right? So now what we need again is the rows. So what I will do is I copy this from here, that's this thing. Okay, the password gonna be here, here is gonna be the code. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just pass the confirm password here in the role here. So here gonna be the role, and gonna be confirm password. Confirm password. Here gonna be confirm password. Here gonna be password. Here also gonna be password, and the name gonna be password, and the label name gonna be password as well. So this one I will not use the input, it's select option. Select name gonna be, maybe let's make it admin. That's gonna be the name, okay? So that's gonna be phone control. Inside this, I'm gonna pass option. The value gonna be 1. That's gonna be admin. And the next value gonna be 2, which will be the cashier. With the cashier, okay. Now we have this. So let's go back. But wait, let's add our button here. Let's say model footer. Here you're gonna pass here. You say dot btn. You say btn dot btn block. So you can say save user like this, and the class here, ATN we use the primary class. Use the primary like this. So click save, come back to the browser and access this page, open the model and see. You see we have this, right? We have this thing here. But our button style is not only, so this is primary. So click save, press the page, we have it like this. Okay? There is our button. Click this, open this inside the like this, open it like this. So I think I need to make this to 19 MB, 19.2. It's better, so to be attached to the left side or right side. Okay, it's Cashier. So I like it like this. So add user, here is username, email, phone, password, account password, go. Okay, so and hit this to save. So now this portion is done. So what I will need to do is, let's go inside the user controller, and inside this store method we create our stuff there. So go back inside the user controller and search for the store method here. Let's try to request all the upcoming requests. Request all. So this is request all. I will return it. Okay, let's return request all, and let's go back to the browser. Hit refresh. Open here, and I will fill these forms like this. Password. Admin. Hit save. Now we have this page not found because I think is the route. So let's go back here. Form. Okay. Because here I don't put here any route, so throw an error for me. So pass route and paste this here. So our route, here is the route now. So let's go back to the form and try to refresh this page. Go back and refresh the page. Open the model. Pass all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and add row to submit this. And you see now we have all these things, right? Now we have the token, the name, the email, phone, password, and the confirm password, and the role address one, right? So now I will store this information inside our database, right? Inside this database, I will store this information. I will store this information here. Okay, so let's go back here. Look inside the controller here. Okay, inside the store method. So here, what I will do is I will make a variable called users, and I will assign the variable with user model. But I would like to use the create all. I'll create all the requests, so you can say yes all. So when I pass this all requests here, it will create all the requests that are coming from the data. Okay, so as a request all, requesting all. So this user needs to be imported into our namespace here. So what you're gonna do, you just need a account here. Okay, use app/user, and it's now imported. And now you see we don't have any error here. So now here I'm gonna pass the condition. It's just an optional. Okay, so if users and pass here. Okay, return. Okay, return redirect with message. And redirect back with, you can pass here our message that you want to pass here. User created successfully with this, or else here. This is going to be the else question. So I'm going to pass this here. Okay, failed to create successfully. So I'm going to pass here. User failed to create. Okay, like this. So now let's go back here. Let's go back to the site here and try to refresh the page. And refresh this, what will happen? You have user now. It's inserted successfully. I hope so. So go back here and refresh this page. See, we have this user. Right? We have this, but I have a mistake here. This mistake, because my password I don't encrypt it, so this password needs to be encrypted, right? So what I will do is I will encrypt this password. I don't want the plain password. I will encrypt the password. So go back here. This is, instead of this, I will say request password. Okay. This. Okay. If I want to do this, then I'm not gonna have some error. But what I will do is just pass this thing here. Say new. Come here. Pass this users name equal with the array. Okay. The user name equals to request name. Pass this thing here like this, and the user email request mail. So the user password, here is the password. Now I will assign this thing with the, okay. Also we can use MD5 if you wish. So I use this MD5 with this password. Okay. So now, and the next one gonna be what? This admin. This is admin. Gonna pass name is admin. So now everything is inserted successfully. So let's try to insert another one again and see whether it works. So we come back here. I will delete this record. Come back here, refresh the page, add new user again. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Admin, save successfully. But here, click this. It's not saved because, okay, it's not saved. What's the problem? Oh yeah, but I don't pass here. Save users. Save. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so now it will save the user. Go back, refresh. Hit this. Come do this. Allow this. Admin. Save successfully. With this, you see now we have our encrypted password here with the MD5, right? And our user is inserted, email is inserted, our admin is inserted successfully. So we have that one here. So what I will do is I want to preview this information into our table. Here, what I will do is I will assign here a variable called user, then say paginate. Paginate gonna be, I'm gonna use only 6 for now, no 5 for now. So that's this, and inside here I can use here an array if I want, or I can use here compact, or I can use width. So here you can use anything that you want, but over here I will use the array part. Okay, so I'm going to say users, this user. Yes, I will have this. So inside the index, inside the table here, where is our table? Okay, this is our table. Underneath this, I need to pass this for each here. Okay, so for each users as user. So got this from here, paste it here, and to here, and underneath this, I'm gonna pass this. We can pass here a key. Key here, and here I will pass here the key plus 1. Always, then it will increase, or the key always will increase to start from 1. So if I make only key here, the key will start from 0, but I pass here key plus 1, and the key will start from 1. Okay, so now here you can say user name, like this, user email, is admin. And now let's go back to the browser. Remove this phone for now. Go back here. Inside our page, the first page, and see you have this. You have the username and the user phone email and the user role. But I don't want to show this role like this 1 and 2. Instead of this, I will show the role names. So go back here. I will use here a condition. So from here, you can say if user is admin, so equals to 1, then we're gonna pass here admin else plus cashier. So it should be like this. So let's go back to stage of the first browser, and now you see have the cashier and the admin, right? So here is getting done. So what I want to add here is the edit and delete function. Okay. So add here one more head called actions, and underneath this I will pass here another TD, and inside here I will use the class called button group here, button group, and inside this button group I will have a tab. Okay, and I will not use any redirection here. All I will use is the model to update and delete. Everything will be with the model first. Okay, with the head of model. Okay, so here is the class place that. So I'm gonna say with the icon, the far icon, say class edit, and here I'm gonna pass edit here. Okay, so go back here, refresh this page, you have this edit here. So now if I click this edit, I see a model to show here, the same model that I saw here. Like this, I want to see the same model with the information of the users. So go back here, let's give this model a toggle called model pass, and the data target the model gonna be what? Edit user. Edit user class. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. Okay. Here is the edit section, and the delete one also gonna pass here, and pass here. You can say the tag. So here we pass plus. You say perfect trash, and then inside this you can say it, and we delete, and here let's give it a class for btn sn btn danger, and here also let's give it a class called btn before btn sn. So hit save, come to the browser, press the browser, we have this, right? Have the edit and we have the delete, right? Edit is here, delete is here. So what's the next one? Now I need to make a model, same model like this, and I will copy this model. I copy this model, okay, come down here, okay, I will pass here a comment, say model of edit user detail, and then underneath this here I will paste the model here, and I will change the model ID to edit user. Okay, as our button ID here is edit user. See, edit user, and our model ID also gonna be edit user, so we can edit the user. But if I do this, I will always edit the first user of the table, not the every user with the unique ID. So how to fix this? Just let me show you what I mean. Here, if I say edit user, and here gonna be what? Update with a parameter. So how to get this parameter here? Pressure. So what I will do is, for example, I'm gonna say 1 for now. Okay, so let's hit this. We still have this, right? Edit. Still have this. So I need to have the values inside here. So how to have the values here? Because I'm using the direction here. So this section here, it will work like this. So let's copy all this model and bring it inside for it to look here. Inside the for it to look here, we're gonna pass the model here. So now we have this edit model inside the for it loop, and close this here so that I can see this thing. Here's the model. So inside the for it loop here now we have this edit model here. So what to add here is I will add a unique ID for each of the user that I want to edit their attributes. So here I pass user ID, right? And in the edit button as well here with the ID, the target here, I will add again this ID, right? So let me show you. So here, if I type here, if I paste this ID here, and now go back to save this page, go back to the browser and refresh this page, and if I click this thing, what you will see, you see here ID 1, right? And from here as well, see ID 2, right? Now we are having all our IDs of the users, right? That's what I want. Okay, so, and in this update section here also, I will pass here the ID of the existing user, not the ID that I for right now +1. So I will edit this thing like this. So here now the name of the user. Now let's bring the value here now. Value as this, we're gonna say user name, right? So we get the value of username. Pass here also user email gonna be updated. Here also say user phone, but it will work for now. I'm not using the phone, but we don't have any user phone here. I'll comment this section for now, and I'll comment this section also now. And here also I'm gonna pass it like this. I'm gonna say user password. So I'm gonna say password, but this password gonna be read only. Okay, I don't want to change the password for now. I'll just see it like that. Okay? In the future, I will show you how to change passwords as well. So here is the time how to, if user is admin and the edit section, and I will have the admin here. So how to do that is come here, you say if condition, okay, if user is admin equals to 1, then just say you select it, okay, with this. Else come here and do the same thing here. If user equals to 2, just select it and paste here. That's what I want, like this. So we are done with this section. So let's try to refresh the page and see what we want. Hit this thing. See, we have this. The admin name, the password, the email, the password, and the role is cashier. Okay. Oops, sorry, I clicked this thing. Sorry. So, and here as well, if I click this, we have this. Right? Now we are having everything. We are having the information of the user, of editing, edit user, we have all. So here gonna be update user, and I want this thing to be warning. So but one thing I will let you know, if you want to edit and update user, you cannot use only post here, as you are updating the user. So what you're gonna use here is you're gonna do add or put in Laravel. That's how you can able to update or do something about user. So here I will pass another method called put, so that we can able to put our existing user into the same ID and update the user, right? So inside the, now here is gone, and go back to the controller, and what I want to do is I want to request all when I'm updating. So here is it, update edit section. I don't use this section here, I will use this here. Okay, so here what I will do is I will call a variable here and assign it with the user, and find the user with the ID, this ID of user. So here, and this user, I will update this user with request all, because I want to update all the user here. So I'm going to say request all. Here are going to be users. Okay. Now we have this. So this first here is gonna find the ID of the existing user, and after finding the ID of the existing user, and this second line gonna update all the information that the admin or the person that want to update requested. Okay, so here let's make an condition here. We say if not users, then go back with an information. Okay, return back. Okay, you can pass your with error. Oops, where am I going? Here, error. Oops, user not found. Else update this user, and return back with success. You can do this. Then redirect back with success and say what user updated successfully, like this. Okay, so here what we do, we check if the user exists. Here we check if the user is not exists, return this with the error. Else if it exists, update the user and return back to the browser, say user successfully updated. So go back here and refresh this page, and let's try to update this user, this cashier, to be admin. This admin with this user did it successfully, and you see it's admin. Okay, then go back here, let's update this one to cashier. Successful updated. Right, our user is updated successfully, and our cashier also is updated successfully. So now the last step is the delete section. So I will do the same stuff here with the delete section. It's gonna be here. So I will just copy. It's all the same code here. Just copy this. Copy this. Come here. Paste this template. Paste it here. So I don't need the request here anymore, but I will say delete this user. Gonna be late. Okay, here we're gonna say user not found, else it will delete the user here. Okay, all that we need, user deleted successfully. Okay, so inside the index delete here, I will copy this model again, once again, and make it our delete model. Come here, paste it here, and I don't need all these stuff. We don't need this select stuff here. We don't need this, all these things here. I just need the form, but here also gonna be delete user, and this gonna be destroy. The route gonna be destroy, and the put gonna be delete. As in Laravel, when you want to delete a request to a specific user, you're gonna use the method called delete, so you can able to delete the specific user from the database. And this here, I will pass here a information like this. Are you sure you want to delete this with the name of the user are you sure you want to delete this user? So yes or answer. So here, pass here. I will not use this block anymore. I will not use the block here. You can say here default will be the console section. The console section, and here we're gonna pass data dismiss. Data dismiss. So and then this second one is gonna be submit section. We're gonna submit. So I can say submit. Type gonna be submit. And we're gonna need this data dismiss with this, and we're gonna say delete. It will be changed. Delete like this. So we get this thing. So let's check here. It's gonna be delete user. Oh yeah, delete user. Delete user. And in the here, I'm gonna pass delete user. Okay, let's copy this. Come here. Let's put here. Call it delete user. Delete user ID. Okay. So come here and refresh the page. Refresh this page, and let's try to remove this user from the database. Say, are you sure you want to delete this user? Yes, deleted successfully. Okay, so we can add user. Cashier, say yes. We can add user, and we can edit user, and now we can delete user as well, right? Delete user, and delete the user as well. Okay, so our this section is done. Okay, so I will get back to you guys in the next section where we can add the products in the system. Okay, so stay tuned. If you have any question or you have anything to say, just comment in this comment section. Or if you have any additional feature that you want to add in this post manager series, you can comment in the section, and I will see how best we can able to add those features as well in the series. Okay, so stay tuned and get back to you guys soon.